For over half a century, Oyster Yachts have been building some of the most beautiful blue water cruising boats on the market. It's a competitive arena, but this British company have a strong and rich pedigree, with a worldwide reputation for attention to detail and craftsmanship. Here in the south of England, at their new state-of-the-art facility, Oyster are about to start production on a line of yachts that will set a new benchmark in the world of luxury yacht design. They've moved into this 27,000 square foot production hub to facilitate one of the most important developments in the company's history, and will be drawing on decades of design and build experience to create their new landmark yacht.
Oyster is the world's finest blue water sailing yacht.
The brief is to build the best 50-foot blue water sailing yacht out there.
Over the next year, we will be following Oyster Yachts as they design and build one of the most important projects in the company's 48-year history. It's a year that could define the future of the company. It's 12 months that will see them build the first ever Oyster 495. Oyster Yachts have been designing and building sailboats since 1973. From the outset, the mission was the creation of no-compromise blue water sailing yachts. A fusion of excellence and style, handcrafted, highly spec'd, performance-driven boats, as at home in the Med as they are mid-Atlantic. 48 years on, and Oyster are a brand with a strong identity. Their yachts turn heads in marinas all over the world. In the industry, their reputation for craftsmanship has brought them a multitude of awards. And now, more than ever, as the company embark on this landmark new project, they will be engaging almost half a century of experience and heritage as they transform the luxury yacht market.
Historically, Oyster made its name in the 50-foot market. The Oyster 495 is going to take us back into that market, which is incredibly exciting for everyone at Oyster. It'll open doors to adventure seekers or future circumnavigators who will grow with Oyster and, of course, with the Oyster family. She's a go-anywhere adventure machine, capable of taking her owners to the four corners of the globe and thereby creating a lifetime of memories.
The man in charge of delivering this vision has been at Oyster for almost 25 years. He's overseen the build of hundreds of yachts and is the man that will pull together all the different elements of design, build and delivery to ensure that as production gets underway, the 495 meets Oyster's exacting standards. Hull number one's here, it's all beginning to take shape. You know, how excited are you about the project now?
It's really exciting because it's the first time that you see something that's been in your mind as an image on a computer for a long time. So it's a big challenge and it's a slight change of direction for us, but we're really trying hard to keep the DNA in there, keep building it as an Oyster, being the best 50-footer that's on the market, but the best looking one, the best built one. It's the first time we've built a boat of this size for about a dozen years. And I sort of, I suppose if you like, just got a light hand on the tiller as we keep the good ship going forward and build things. So it's great.
Building a boat like this, there's 20,000 components that come in to build this, and it takes about 14,000 man hours. That's 7 man years. It's an enormous job. So someone like Andrew with years of experience and that incredible attention to detail, nothing slips past him.
What do you think about the shear line?
I love it.
It's great, isn't it?
For Oyster Yachts as a business, the development of the 495 is an exciting new venture. But as the project gathers momentum and the first hull begins to slowly take shape, the 495 isn't just a commercial milestone. For Oyster CEO Richard Hadida, the yacht also represents a significant personal landmark.
The Oyster 495 is the first yacht to be fully designed and built under my ownership, and that makes her very, very special. She embodies the most loved Oyster design cues. The craftsmanship speaks for itself. The build quality, the meticulous attention to detail that of course Oyster is renowned for. It's the Oyster standards and standout features that make her, or will make her, the best 50-foot sailing yacht in the world. I decided to invite Richard Matthews, who was the original founder of Oyster, onto the board and also to head up this project. Richard has a lifetime of experience building oysters, so who better to head up the planning and development of the 495 project.
The original founder of Oyster Yachts, Richard Matthews, has been at the forefront of sailboat design for almost half a century and has been a pivotal member of the 495's design team.
I'm a bit like a stick of Brighton rock. If you were to cut my arm off, you'd see Oyster written through the middle of it. It's been a very big part of my life. And I'm excited because I know it's going to open the door to a lot of great family sailing for people. The boat really is going to be a benchmark boat in this size range. We wanted to carry on the legacy of the other sub 50 footers that had gone in the past, bringing the latest thinking on design trends, and we felt it was time that Oyster got back into a boat of under 50 feet, but one that brought up to date the modern thinking on what an Oyster yacht should be, but at the same time maintaining the values that we've always thought were so important and should appear in every Oyster, making them truly a blue water, liveaboard, ocean-going yacht.
To embark on this new project, Oyster decided to expand production space. It was a decision that saw them move here in early 2021 to the magnificent Admiralty Shed at Hythe Marine Park in Southampton. This facility joins Oyster's nationwide network of production bases and represents a significant step forward for the company as they integrate this state-of-the-art facility into their existing production process.
I love the history behind Hythe. This listed building where they used to build the Empire flying boats, the original pioneers of adventure travel, if you like. How fitting is it for us to build the latest generation of adventure machines? It's enabled us to design this state-of-the-art manufacturing facility where we'll build the 495.
With all the production elements in place, for Andrew Martin, the next few months will be about attention to detail, maintaining the delivery timeline, while ensuring that no matter how big or small, every single part meets the strict level of quality control.
We're on the 495 deck mould tool, which is just ready for delivery to us, so we're doing the final inspection. And basically what we're doing is going over on our hands and knees with a special marker to pick up any little tiny imperfections that we might see repeated back on the moulding. We'll ask the team here to polish them out or fettle them out so that we can ship it up to our moulding factory hopefully the end of this week. Fingers crossed, what I've seen so far doesn't require a second inspection. I'm pretty confident they'll be able to sort it out. So far everything's looking good.
Hull number 1 is now firmly in place at the new production facility in Hythe, and the process to build the first Oyster 495 is well underway. Over the coming months, a host of craftsmen, from carpenters to rigging technicians, interior designers to electronics engineers, will all work on this yacht as she slowly evolves into an exciting new addition to the Oyster family. And for the design team, it's a fascinating process. I mean, for a long time you've been looking at this boat through plans or on the modelling on the computer. What does it feel like to see it now, real?
Exactly. I spent so long studying every single angle on 3D drawings and everything else. And I think that's, when you ask me my proudest moments, this is one of my proudest moments, seeing this boat here now starting to take shape from a concept to a reality. That's amazing.
I'm passionate about Oyster, I always have been, and I'm passionate about the work that we do as a team. And my colleagues and the team that is Oyster are a really special bunch of people, and I think it reflects in what we build.
It's a really exciting time for Oyster. This project is a real landmark across the whole company, and it's a concept they're proud of. So it's going to be fascinating watching Hull 1 evolve into a fully commissioned yacht. Well, make sure that you join us next time when we delve deeper into some of the design features of the 495 and Hull 1 begins to take shape.